Here they come.
Welcome to this week's episode of Here They Come. I'm Paul Ramlow.
And I'm Kate Lockhart.
Kate, last Saturday, Meadowlands Racetrack reopened after their month layoff and had a couple of exciting races, an elimination for the graduate and a prep for the Cutler Memorial.
Yeah, let's start with the graduate, Paul. It was an exciting race, a lot of big names in the race. St. Elmo Hero, Better Sweet won the West. And St. Elmo Hero went straight to the lead at the quarter. And at the half, Better Sweet came first over and was really trying to push the pace a little bit. St. Elmo Hero parked him. They continued around the turn, and then in the stretch, St. Elmo Hero faded badly. Better Sweet pulled away. Tokyo came in second, won the West, was a game third, but it was really Better Sweet's race, just outperformed the other horses and did well in the graduate. We'll see what happens next week in the final.
Right, the top 7 horses in the elimination advanced to the final. Unfortunately, St. Elmo Hero finished 8th, so he will not advance to the final. 3 horses received byes, Western Shore, Giddy Up Lucky, and Foiled Again. They will join those other 7 horses in this week's final. Foiled Again, by the way, raced on Sunday at Harris Chester in a $70,000 open and finished second in that race. So we'll have to see how it all shakes out when these 10 horses get together this Saturday at Meadowlands Racetrack.
The Cutler Prep was a great race, Paul. It started off a little bland. Enough Talk went right to the lead. Corleone Cosmos came in second. Sort of slowed down the pace. Ron Pierce and Enough Talk to the half. And then things got a little interesting in the stretch drive. Looking Hanover, who had been third, sort of found room up the rail, snuck in just to win by a neck over Corleone Cosmos, who came on the outside of Enough Talk, who was beaten for third by Hot Shot Blue Chip. So 4 horses sort of all together at the wire. Very exciting finish.
Yeah, 4 horses within 3/4 of a length in that race. It sets up for an interesting final. I'm sure Buckeye St. Pat, off her first start of the season, will be a little bit tighter coming into this weekend. Lucky Jim, a little concerned about him. He made a break behind the gate. That's the second time he's raced this year, made breaks both times. Be interesting to see whether he can turn it around come final time. And then Slave Dream, the only horse that did not race in the prep, he'll be down for the final. Slave Dream was the winner last year on Hamiltonian Day in the Nat race. So this should be a really exciting horse race.
This Sunday, Paul, there's an exciting race in Europe. It's the Oslo Grand Prix, and there's a number of big-name North American horses that'll be racing.
Right, Kate. Arch Madness trainer Tron Smedshammer's horse will be representing the United States in this race over in Norway. He'll be joined by Define the World and driver Paul McDonnell, the Canadian starter. And the third horse with some North American ties is Lisa America, the defending champion. She is owned by Hall of Famer Lou Gaida. These 3 horses will be part of the field of 10 that will take place in the Oslo Grand Prix. And a number of those horses will also be racing later on this month in the Elite Lop in Sweden.
Yeah, of the 3 horses, Paul, Define the World has the best post position. We'll be starting from post 2, again, as you mentioned, driven by Paul McDonnell. And then in post 5 will be Arch Madness, who's driven by Bjorn Goop, the Swedish champion driver. And then Lisa America is right outside of him in the 6th position. So again, it'll be interesting to see. I know that Define the World had an impressive effort last week, beating Sand Pail, and be curious to see how he did with the travel and then how he performs in Europe. I know racing can be a little different. Sometimes it takes horses some time to adjust. We'll see how these guys do this weekend.
Well, Kate, the final driver has punched his ticket to the World Driving Championship, which will be held here in the United States in the month of August. Jody Jamieson won the National Driving Championship in Canada this past weekend at Red Shores Racetrack and Casino at Charlottetown Driving Park in Prince Edward Island.
It's interesting, Paul. The way Canada selects their driver is a little different than some of the other countries that participate in the World Driving Championship, where they have this national competition. And Jody was thrilled with his win. He said he couldn't be happier. A quote here, he said, "Honestly, when I signed the contract to represent Woodbine at the regionals, my goal was to win the whole thing." And he's looking to continue on with the winning and take home the trophy for Canada in the World Driving Championship.
Yeah, this will be the 4th time he's represented Canada in the World Driving Championship, Kate. His first appearance in 2001, he actually won the competition, which was held that year in Finland and Sweden. He came back 2 years later in his native Canada as the defending champion and finished second, and then went on in 2005 in Italy and finished 8th in the competition. So he'll be back after a 6-year absence trying to win this World Driving Championship for the 2nd time in his career. This past weekend, he won 4 races in the competition in Canada and finished 24 points ahead of runner-up Gilles Berriot, who was representing Atlantic Canada. So it was pretty much a one-sided competition, if you will, at the end. But congratulations to Jody. We look forward to seeing him here in the United States this summer.
For more information on this summer's World Driving Championship, be sure to tune into world.ustrotting.com.
Well, not only does that wrap up this week's episode of Here They Come, but that's our final episode for this 2010-2011 season. We invite you to stay tuned for the new and upcoming season of Eye on Harness Racing with John Pavlak, which will begin early in the month of June. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that joined us on this past season of Here They Come, especially our roving reporter Ken Weingartner and our producer-editor Rich Johnston. I'm Paul Ramlow.
And I'm Kate Lockhart.
Thanks especially to you for watching us this season on Here They Come.